As I'm sure you are aware, gas prices are seemingly going up every day, and Americans are without a doubt feeling a pinch. Guys, what do increasing gas prices mean for the average American family?
Well, for the average American family, I think that it does have a negative impact on them. However, I think that, it's my personal belief that there should be an increased tax on gas, and that can be used to rebuild the railroad system, because all over Europe they've got this fantastic railroad system where you don't have to drive if you don't want to. You walk to the nearest rail line, you get on and you go. And I understand that the United States is so far spread out. We're not in a country that's the size of California. We're much more spread out. But still, I feel that hot train lines and trolleys and that, I think that's the way to go.
I think in Europe, though, which I have been to Europe, I've been to a couple countries in Europe, and gas prices there are artificially high. Mm-hmm. The countries are setting the gas prices higher to encourage people to take public transportation. So when we think of, European gas is so much higher, well, there's a reason, because their countries are price fixing.
Mm-hmm. Well, one of the problems we have right now is, and we talked about foreign policy earlier, and again, we're in an election season, and first thing you hear is gas doubled in 4 years, suggesting that it's directly related to Barack Obama. But the largest increase during that 4 years was the first 2 years. So it's on the heels of a Republican administration. The second thing is, it's really tough when you have to balance what it is that's affecting your pocketbook. That $30, I think I saw somewhere today, $30 a month. And then you have people out there saying we need to get more aggressive in Iran. When this recent spike happened after Iran said that they were going to do something in the Strait of Hormuz. So we've got to figure out this idea of foreign policy and how it affects our economic and gas policy, because there's nothing any one person can do. It's going to be a combination of different policies that are going to work, and the American people need to understand that and make the right choices.
Do you guys feel that the increase in gas prices are more due to political reasons than economic issues?
I actually do. I feel that politicians, as well as the regulators of gas, are just so quick to say, let's raise it to another $20 a barrel, and and they do this just on the sheer whim of something might happen. Well, why not raise the gas prices after something does happen?
Yeah. Well, they're in the business to make money. You can't blame them. You made a clear distinction between, public unions and private unions. Well, here we are, and this is a lot of it's political. It seems to me, because in the '70s we had the Arab oil embargo and gas prices went up. That didn't have anything to do with the market. Those weren't market conditions. That's a lot of politics. And now, like I said, this recent spike is on the heels of Iran. Threatening us, with action in the Middle East. And now we have a Republican rhetoric that seems to be amping up this idea that we want to attack Iran, but they're also saying that we want gas price. We want Obama to do something about the gas prices. Well, stop talking about fighting with Iran, because that seems to be one of the things that's driving up prices and speculation on oil.
Now, I personally have no problem with America drilling for more oil. To be completely honest with you, I know quite a bit happening to our neighbors to the west in North Dakota. They say there's more oil in North Dakota than there is Texas, which is just outstanding when you think about it. And even drilling in Alaska, maybe not the whole thing, the whole ANWR Providence, but where they believe gas is and oil is. I have no problem with deep shore drilling. Yes, there was an accident. Accidents happen regardless, no matter what you do. We get into more car accidents a day, seemingly, and we don't ban cars. But one oil spill happens, which is tragic, sure, but then they shut down oil drilling. But then our president allows Brazil and other countries to come in, and they can refine oil in the Gulf of Mexico. And so I think there's quite a contradiction there, and that kind of doesn't exactly help our president at all.
Yeah, there's and again, this is election year politics. we are suffering now because the last 3 administrations have not come up with a substantial energy policy. And we can point fingers and say which, that's the reality of where we are today. We don't have a real energy policy. There has been more than one major disaster. The Valdez in Alaska, and that's easy for you and I to say, yeah, keep drilling and bring in barges, but those barges aren't going to drive onto our land and spill oil where we live and eat and play. And so I just think we need to develop an energy policy. It's not going to happen during an election year.
Definitely, and I hope for the sake of our economy and the American citizen, the average American citizen, and even the poor, that we can, hopefully gas prices do eventually go down. That's all I could say. But that's all the time we have for today. Please join us next time as we continue to talk about all the major issues. Thanks for watching.
One of my biggest passions in life is animals. That's why I've worked with Morris Animal Foundation for over 40 years. Morris Animal Foundation is a world leader in helping animals live longer, healthier lives. Like my favorite, dogs, of course. Well, maybe kitty cats are the best. I also like horses. Some of my best friends are apes. Elephants. Elephants are so wonderful. And who wouldn't want to cuddle up with a tiger? Oh, am I kidding? I love them all. The point is, Morris Animal Foundation is giving animals a healthier tomorrow. You can too. Just show your support at morrisanimalfoundation.org. It's all about a healthier tomorrow. And at my age, I'm all about that.
To help cats, dogs, horses, and wildlife live healthier lives, visit morrisanimalfoundation.org, where we are advancing science that will create a healthier tomorrow for animals.
I wanted to be in the military since I was a kid.
I served in the United States Air Force.
I served a total of 16 years.
I was deployed 13 times.
On my second deployment, 4 bombs hit my vehicle.
And at 19 years old, that's the first time I ever saw somebody die.
Coming back, I was raging.
I started having pretty horrible nightmares.
I would wake up in the middle of the night, sweats.
I started drinking a lot.
I felt worthless.
I guess I never recognized it in myself.
Eventually, one day I just walked into the VA hospital and said I'd like to see somebody.
Don't suffer alone. You gotta find that link with somebody that'll make you let it go.
It all starts with going to the VA. There's a whole community of veterans that just want to help you out.
It's for the guys who couldn't come back, so you owe it to them to live well, because they're not here with their families.
Peace Corps is a life-defining leadership experience. Volunteers live, learn, and work with a community overseas for 27 months, providing grassroots assistance.
Peace Corps is special because volunteers get to work firsthand with community members. We build personal relationships. We are in the homes, we are in the community centers, we are in the organizations. We are just amongst the people, making decisions with them, interacting with them on a daily basis.
After the 2 years of serving the Peace Corps, I feel like I have brought something to the table. Looking back and seeing what I have given, I can honestly say that I've received 10 times as much back.
Explore how the Peace Corps can fit into your future. Be a volunteer.
Watch the full PSA at a screen near you. Visit peacecorps.gov/be.